Hello, this is a complimentary video for my all masks tutorial to explain the new huge skip that was discovered in Stone on Fire. But since I saw a lot of people struggling as well with the GLM in part 1 after watching my tutorial, because I explained it quite quickly, I thought it would be good to just re-explain the whole level and make it a standalone tutorial if you want to just do Stone on Fire ILs as well, because it's a pretty fun IL now, so you can easily beat it in under 1 minute if you follow this tutorial, I think. So let's get to it. My game was not focused, all good. If you want to do ILs, by the way, and you can remove the first cutscene doesn't count. So what you can do is just leave the level like this. You save, and then when you re-enter the level, you won't have the cutscene anymore. It can be better to grind ILs. Anyway, what I did is just holding jump out of the portal like this to land rather here. Save like 1 second. And now, first part, we have to do the grab location manipulation. So, mandatory disclaimer to go watch Robin's video on GLM because the more you watch his video, the better you get at GLM tricks because you understand better what you are doing. But again, I'm gonna re-explain. You grab a ledge and then move the grab location into the wall upward. Every jump we're gonna do is gonna move the grab location slightly higher until the grab location meets the wall, and at this point Rayman gets teleported to the new location higher on the wall. So to do this we need quite a precise grab location. It's not too precise, but to have a good grab I recommend walking on the wall like this. As you can see, even if your hand is higher than the other, it doesn't matter, this is a good grab. So just walk on the wall like this. Not too much on the left, otherwise you can fall. It's hard to make it. Yeah, you have to be careful, but you should be fine. Just go forward, maybe slightly right if you just want to be sure to not fall, and you will grab the ledge. And you can actually raise the joystick before grabbing, like here. I raise. Okay, so that is for the grab, easy. Once you have the grab, you go back. And first you want to have a good position. So the route you can see here is what moves the grab position. So you want to be close to that. If you are here, it's not gonna work. You want to be as close as you want. As you can see, using strafe like this can really help being close like this. So yeah, go close to the route, and then I like to look at the ground. You can see a patch of grass on the ground, and I'm watching this on my left shoe to position Rayman correctly. So this is a good position. And once I'm here, I'm going look mode to have a good angle. Angle is very important as well, because if you're looking here, your grab location is gonna be way too more on the left, it's not gonna go on the wall. Same here. So to have a good angle, I like to look at the wall and the right border on the screen. I'm making a triangle with the texture. So that's my visual cue for it. Once you're here, we are gonna make some jumps that has to be not too precise, but some specific jumps. First 2 jumps are gonna be strafe jumps. So I'm holding strafe, jumping once, twice, so 2 strafe jumps without hover, and then the opposite, not strafing but hovering when I land. And then I'm continuing until I get the grab, like this. Usually it's gonna be 3. Sometimes it can be 2, it's rare, but it can be 2, and sometimes it can be 4. It's rarely 5. If you don't get the teleport after 5 jumps, you probably want to retry. So yeah, if you you still don't have it, you go back here, grab the ledge again, and then redo the whole thing, basically. So we go here, close to the road, make the triangle here, and then strafe, strafe. The important part is when you land. Basically, you want to be careful of what you're doing when you land on the ground. So here I'm strafing when I land, and then I'm hovering when I land, not strafing. 2, 3, yeah, classic, getting the teleport. Now, once you're here, the idea, the important thing to know is how to jump. How to jump and how to hover, like this. So the important thing to keep in mind is, in Rayman 2, like in most platformers, the more you hold jump, the higher you jump. Like this is a small jump. I'm tapping jump, so I'm having a small jump. That's a long jump, because I'm holding the jump button, okay? But the specific part of Rayman 2 is the hover, because when you activate hover, you don't want to hold it like this. If you hold it, you will actually go more, you will have more downward momentum. So you will go, will cover less distance with your hover. What you want to do is to tap hover, which means that you want to hold jump as, you don't want to hold it basically, you just want to tap it like this. Tap it. To press jump as fast as possible. Yeah, that's a good way to say it. You want to press jump as fast as possible when you trigger hover. So hold tap. Okay, hold tap. Hold tap. And don't activate hover too early. That's a classic mistake. It's better to do it too late than too early, because too early you cut your jump. Like this is bad. Hold tap. Hold tap. See, here it's slightly too late, but still good. This is not too precise for this trick. You don't have to be too precise, but it's important to keep that in mind. So, if we do everything again, go here, back here, make the triangle, strafe, strafe, not strafe, hover, 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 and then hold and tap. So here the important thing to know is how the level layout is made. So I will put a map of the level so you can see exactly what you're supposed to do. Because you might want to actually grind on the wall. So here, this is making it. You don't want to grind on the wall. You want to go forward, forward, forward until you see a different wall texture. Like you can clearly see a line separating the wall that has a collision to the wall that doesn't have a collision. And when you enter the wall that doesn't have a collision, you want to turn basically 90 degrees. If you do that correctly, with a good jump and hover timing, you should be fine. But it can be actually kinda tricky for beginners. So another way to do it, so here I set up my grab position. Two, three, and that's it. Is like this. So as you can see, it's actually kinda tricky because you can, if you do it too late, you will fall. But when you grab the fake ledge that Rayman is grabbing, there are a few frames. It's not too precise, but yeah, you have to be ready for it until you can actually jump out of the grab. And if you use this, you will get, of course, more height. So that can really help getting the enough height to make it to the end of the level. So again, like this, like this, like this. And when I'm here, I can reset the camera, by the way, to see Rayman faster. It's not mandatory, but it can help seeing what you're doing. And then like this. And then I have more height, so I can even hover boost. You can see the line here that indicates world doesn't have any more collision. And here I know I have enough height, so I'm even hover boosting. So hover boosting is holding the strafe button. It's very important to hold strafe when you hover boost, otherwise it just don't get any more speed actually, it's just useless. You hold strafe and you you activate, deactivate hover, and every time you activate, deactivate hover, you get a speed boost. So yeah, if you do that, you can hover boost. If you don't feel like it, you can just hold hover, but anyway, you should be able to make it. Now, there is actually a faster way to do this. For a long time, I was considering it harder and less consistent. But now that I see people actually struggling with the way that's supposed to be consistent and actually struggling to get the good hover, like the hover part after getting the GLM, I think maybe this way can be good to learn, at least to try, and you see if you can be confident with it. But it's slightly less consistent to me, but yeah, it could be nice to know. So it starts the same, you grab the ledge, same spot for the position as well. For the angle, yeah, it's about the same. You can use the same triangle. Don't be too much on the right, but yeah, if you look at the triangle here, it should be the same. And now you're gonna do one straight jump as usual. And the rest of the jumps, you're gonna cut them with hover. So I'm gonna press jump 3 times quickly, not too quick, because if you do it too quick, the game can eat your input and you only do 2 jumps. So you do jump, jump, jump. And that's it. Don't hover when you land, otherwise you completely fade the trick. But if you do it like this, and then do the same but without strafe and hovering as usual, jump, 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 hover, jump, jump, hover, jump, jump, hover, jump, jump, hover. As you can see, usually it's gonna take 4 jumps this time. But this time I get more height. I'm way higher. So from that point, you can do the same. Like go forward, and when the wall doesn't have any more collision, you go 90 degrees to the right. But here I'm so high that I can actually jump over the wall if I get the jump like this. Hopla. And then maybe you can see slightly a corner. Go forward anyway. If you go forward like this, you will easily make it. You can hover boost. Like as you can see, I have a lot of height to make it. So, again, it might be a bit trickier because there are more inputs and I tend to fail it more often. But if you happen to struggle already, it might be good to try this version of the trick. The good thing is, even if you fail the jump, I'm gonna show it. So, here, normal, cut, hover, cut, hover, cut, hover, cut, hover. Have a lot of height. So even if you try to get the jump on the new platform you create, like this, and you fail, too late. You don't panic, and you can still easily do the normal line. Like I'm gonna overboost as well. This is making it. I'm resetting the cam sometime. Yeah, you can see. Easily making it. Ideally, you want to land on this to go to the second part. So definitely worth a try, I think. If you do this correctly, you should take 40-45 seconds for the first map, which if you want to beat the level in under 1 minute, it leaves 15 to 20 seconds for this trick, which is way more than we need. You will see. So, finally, what the hell is going on here? Let me show you maybe first how it looks like, what we are going to do. That's a fail. You want to jump on the plum at a specific timing, like this, and then do some black magic to finish the level. So, what is happening? We want to use think, because as you can see, when we think, the camera is going it's going to Rayman like this until the screen appears. And the plum kinda breaks this camera. If I'm on the plum, you can see like the bounces are kinda messing up the camera. It's not too bad, but the game is already kinda confused. But the thing is, when you throw a plum upward like this, you have a big bounce and then small bounces. You can see big bounce, small bounces. And if you actually use think while landing on top of the big bounce, the camera gets really confused. Like the game is starting some wrong calculation, imagine like dividing by 0, something like this, which results in not a number. The camera coordinates, if you do things correctly, are not a number. And that's why you get a brown screen, because it's the what you get when you go out of bounds in this level, but we are not even really out of bounds, we are at not a number position. Or I say we, but it's the camera. For now, it's just the camera that's in not a number position. So to do that, the only important thing is to land on the plum at a precise timing when, like on top of the big bounce, basically. So throw the plum and then land, like this. See, it's not too bad. Definitely, you can try again quite quick, as I showed earlier. If you fail, like here, that's a fail. But yeah, if you see this brown screen, it means that the camera is at not a number coordinates. So now, this is not enough. Now what we want to do is to bring Rayman to not a number coordinates, to bring Rayman where the camera is. But the annoying thing is, as you can see, if I press jump, camera immediately goes back to normal. And that's where the new discoveries was found by, mostly by Otto. This trick was found by Robin and Otto, basically. Basically, if you hold strafe, as you can see, I can jump, and as long as I hold strafe, the camera is still at not a number coordinates. But since Rayman's movements are tied to the camera, we can't really move Rayman. Like if I'm trying to move Rayman, I'm not really moving. Like see, if I move back here, Rayman is still on the plum. As long as we are on the plum, we can't move. So we need to go out of the plum. And to do that, it's actually quite easy. Even if we don't move, we can just shoot, jump, and we are on the ground. It's as easy as that. Don't do it too fast. I guess like if you do it like 2 at the same time, you can see this is too fast. Take your time. Don't take your time too much, because otherwise, yeah, you can be close to the lava, and I think you die if you land on the lava. It doesn't work. But if you just shoot, jump around this position, you should be fine. Try to have Rayman facing the wall as well. I didn't explain it, but I really try to always have Rayman facing the wall, like this. Because if you don't face the wall, if you shoot, jump, you can actually land back on the plum. Here I was close to the wall, so that's fine, but yeah, depending on your position, if I'm here, for example, and have a unfortunate timing of shoot jump, okay, that's still good. But you can actually land back on the plum, because the plum is bouncing on the wall, so you want to face the wall, so basically the plum is gonna go backward, not bounce on the wall, and you can easily land on the floor like this. So that's basically what happens, what we can't see because the camera is at non-coordinates. Fail, it's good. I don't know if I explained it, but yeah, I like to shoot to have to help with the timing to land on the plum. It's not mandatory, but it can help. Yeah, without shooting, I'm less confident with it, but it's just personal preference. Yeah, doesn't work anymore. that's the hard part. The rest is quite free. Okay, thank you. So here Rayman is still facing the wall. So good. So hold strafe, shoot, jump. Now I'm on the ground. I'm officially on the ground. So what I have to do now is just to still hold strafe, start moving. Okay, it doesn't trigger now, so I just release strafe and start spamming. Okay, that was weird, but maybe because I stopped. But basically, you want to land, move a bit, and then just spam strafe and a random direction. Maybe I actually was not on the ledge anymore, that's why I just died like this. Need to shoot and jump faster, like shoot, jump. And then move, spam strafe, and move. And here, I'm in the cutscene. You can hear it. You cannot see it because the camera is still at 9 coordinates. But I'm in the cutscene, and if I have no movies, I can just skip it. And that's the end of the level. So, again, the important things to keep in mind is to have Rayman facing the wall, because to not land back on the plum when you shoot. Have a good timing to land on the plum, hold, think like this, hold strafe, shoot jump, that should be fine, and then move and spam strafe, like this. And now, what is happening? I can't skip the cutscene, that's so weird. Well, that's actually completely normal, because we actually need the... yes, Rayman is just dying. We need the cutscene to trigger it, basically. The idea of this trick is we teleport Rayman to NaN coordinates. Yeah, I didn't explain it in enough details, but basically, when you move Rayman with a NaN coordinates, like a NaN camera, since, as I said, the movement of Raymans are related to the camera, the game gets confused as well, because it's trying to make some calculations with NaN coordinates, so Rayman's position becomes NaN as well, and Rayman actually gets teleported to NaN, and that's what triggers the cutscene. Like Rayman gets to NaN, and that immediately triggers the cutscene. But what happened here is the cutscene was not here anymore, and Rayman was teleported to NaN, so you just get this weird state of Rayman dying over and over again. So if you want to retry the trick, if you trigger the cutscene once and you want to retry the trick, you can't do it again. You have to like load your save file, to go back here, and then you can do it again. Shoot, jump, move. I'm in NaN coordinates in the cutscene, and we're good. And that's it. That's how you beat the Sanctuary of Stone and Fire in under 1 minute. In a full all mask speedrun, you skip like 3 lumps to do this, so that's really not important for all masks. Just be careful, of course, but yeah, that's like a almost 2 minutes time save, which is very, very nice for the category. It's getting close to 20% now. Anyway, thank you for watching and good luck with practice. Bye!